History was on the line in the 2022 Australian Open Women's Final. Local star and world #1, Ashleigh Barty was playing to become the first Australian to win a home slam in 44 years. Standing in her way, first-time finalist, world #30, Danielle from the United States. The first 4 games were neck and neck with both players battling nerves.
The simplest of points, the loudest of ovations.
And both these players have worked so hard to get to this stage. They have trusted their games. They have fought and battled. Barty maybe not as much as Collins, but this is what it's all about, this kind of opportunity. And you've got to trust your game, Petch. I mean, that is what you see over and over again. And Barty again on serve, just dominant. I'll be curious to see how many rallies where Danielle Collins can use her backhand, just get Barty off the court a little bit more, a little more of an angle versus just straight forward.
Well, she knows that's the big strength of Collins. She's going to have to protect her second serve, something that Świątek could not do in the semi-finals. She's up and running, and the crowd absolutely love it.
Danielle to serve.
We talk a lot about Barty's serve, but you know, Collins can hold her own. I mean, she gets a number of free points. In that semifinal match against Świątek, her serve came through big time.
Very confident opening hold of serve from the American.
Even though she missed that, Collins, that has been a big part of her aggressive game, is looking for second serve, short in the box, and she has jumped all over them so far.
It is a work of art, the Barty serve. Technically, so proficient. Deadly accurate. Hasn't played doubles here, of course, at the Australian Open. Tends to play doubles as well when she's in a major, but the coach, Greg Tyser, saying that it's given them a little more time to practice in the days in between. Probably hit a few more balls than they normally would. Barty holds for a second time. 2-1, opening set.
Barty leads 2 games to 1.
Josh, that looks like Ash starting to settle on that backhand side there.
We know that's bread and butter for Ash Barty, and the fact that, Mark, I've got to say, the wind just coming from behind Ash Barty's shoulder, so that's going to make it even more difficult to control. If you're Danielle Collins, it is zipping through the court out here.
Joe Vallon, Danielle Collins' boyfriend.
Oh, she's got a world-class backhand, Danielle Collins.
15 all. 30-15.
And that's why gives her the luxury to lean on that type of ball. And just to back up what Chanda was saying, absolutely, look at this. Barty, when they played in Adelaide a couple of times, she was almost 1.5 meters behind the baseline. Collins playing inside the baseline. Both have had a bit of good fortune in the opening 4 games. 2 apiece.
The match took a turn in the first set as Barty stepped up to the service line with the scores level at 2-all.
Love 15.
Out.
15 all. 30-15.
See Barty play through the middle quite a bit against Collins, not to open up the angles too much, but she needs to be careful leaving it in that kind of position for that backhand. Talked a little bit in the pre-show about the importance of hitting a good forehand cross with a bit of pace. Collins got hold of that one.
Thank you.
Great defense from Collins, kept the ball low, brought the net into play. It's not the sort of error you expect to see from Barty off the forehand. Suggestion that she's feeling the nerves. You can understand why. A nation expects. What a way to save the break point, having just missed the previous forehand.
Yes.
Just got a quick shot of Rob and Josie Ash Barty's parents there. I wonder what they're going through.
How do you watch this as parents? That is a good effort. Stoic looking so far.
Yeah.
Massive hold, accompanied by a huge reception. 3-2 Barty.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Ready for play. Thank you.
Yeah, another bit of uncharacteristic miss from Barty, trying to pick on the Collins forehand. Kind of letting her off the hook here a bit. And this is real signs from Collins that she's a bit tight now. A little more tension coming into her game. Didn't capitalize on those breakpoint opportunities. And now under pressure on her own serve. A nice move by Collins, making the adjustment, not as comfortable, being forced into the net. But Barty not making her at least play a volley.
Well, one famous Australian on the court is perhaps going to make a decisive move here. Another famous one watching on. Russell Crowe. This has grabbed the nation's attention. This odyssey through the draw. And how quickly this women's final may turn around. Barty was under pressure in her last service game.
Bounce.
Barty held her lead, limiting Collins's chances of attacking with her powerful backhand.
That's the serve that Swiatek didn't have in the semis. She was getting beaten hands down. Gary Kizik, her fiance, clapping her on. His heart rate must be pretty high, as is everyone else's in the stadium. Set points for Barty. A set from sporting immortality here in Australia. Ash Barty claims the opener, 6-3.
Going into the second set, Collins appeared undaunted as she immediately earned herself a break point.
And a trademark celebration from Collins as well.
As Barty battled to rein in her energised opponent, Collins dealt a second blow.
Bounce. Bounce.
Love 15.
Tonight, that's the first real true passing shot she's been able to hit. And hit it she did.
Great defense again, though, from Collins. That look of defiance.
13.
This second set getting away quickly from the Australian. Couple more break points for Collins. And a third set looks like it's beckoning here.
The Australian was in trouble with the scoreline 5-1 in Collins' favour. But then she lifted.
A bit of an opportunity here, Josh, for Ashleigh Barty to perhaps just relax and swing.
Yeah, let it ride.
Love 15.
It's so quiet down here whenever Danielle Collins wins a point. The whole crowd right behind Barty, but look how well Collins has turned this match around with her energy levels. Not afraid to take on Ashleigh Barty, so this is turning into a real heavyweight clash.
Kathy Freeman looking on at Ashleigh Barty. Trials and tribulations from the world #1 at the moment. Couple of nice forehands to start off this game, though.
And Mark, I do think with the change of gut in the string, so half gut, half polyester for Ashleigh Barty, that's the one side, it's the forehand side for Barty where occasionally she comes a little unstuck. The ball just gets away and it just flies off the string. So we've seen that happen a few times tonight.
Well, he's not a lone voice, Joe, in the crowd. There are a few more for Collins, but they are getting drowned out. Barty trying to rescue the situation. She's still in the second set. Long way to go, but it's 2-5.
Barty swept through the next 4 games to level the score.
She's found the line. What a brilliant change of direction on the return. The dream of doing it in straight sets still alive for Ashleigh Barty. We're back on serve.
With a thunderous crowd behind her, Barty edged towards history in a thrilling end to the second and final set.
Of course, the last winner, Christine O'Neill, much has been made, 44 years of waiting, but Barty also trying to snap a 6 championship match losing streak for Aussies on the men's and the women's side. Last Aussie to make the final here in either draw. Of course, Leighton Hewitt lost to Marit Safin in 2005. Pat Cash lost here a couple of times in 87 and 88. Kim Warwick lost to Brian Teacher. Wendy Turnbull back in 1980 to Hannah Mandlikova.
No, you've got to admire, Petch, the forehand of Barty that has come up big in these last 3 or 4 games. It has been the big weapon, and she is working to use it.
One more shot than anyone thought she was going to have to play. And that was a moment that felt like a painting, watching Ash Barty hang in the air.
I mean, every point feels like a match point, and the crowd is just expanding. You can almost feel it. And Barty, she's got to do a lot of work to stay focused, to calm the mind, and play these points like any other.
Bounce. What a moment, Josh Eagle. What a moment.
Yeah, it's absolutely massive. That lead's huge, and I really feel the end that Ash Barty was at, that gave her a lot of help because she was hitting into the wind. She could be aggressive with the forehand, and she was. Now she's got the wind behind her back. She's got the crowd absolutely rocking down here. This is just unprecedented scenes here.
Christine O'Neill in the check shirt there looking on. She knows what it feels like to be in Ash Barty's shoes. She won here in 1978. Bounce. From 5-1 down in the set to 4 championship points. Is the 44-year wait over?
Thank you.
Ash Barty is the Australian Open